Hello, Hexagons, Pulsegons, ProveX. Never know. Inkites. I don't know whatever got settled on that one. Was it Ink? I think Inkhands. Let's go. Glory time. It's 2 more weeks. Anyways, welcome to the show. Oh, it may just be one stream this week. We'll see. Hope you're having a great, as best you can time out there. A few exciting things happening in the ecosystem, which I'll talk about as far as the core stuff goes. We've been having builders on the last few weeks as well, and lots of exciting stuff around ProveX. So excited to get into it. And again, yeah, happy Thanksgiving out there. If I don't see you all before then, for those in America and everyone else in the world, if you celebrate Christmas, let's go. That's coming up as well. Lots of cool holidays coming up. And yeah, exciting time of the year. Could be more exciting for price action. Could be more exciting for live streams. But yeah, that is how it is. I talked about that a little bit, the way I think about things on X recently. So fun stuff out there. Anyways, got some exciting stuff to talk about. I'm only going to go for about 30 minutes or so. So get excited. Are you excited? Get excited. Are you excited? Get excited if you're not excited, because it's about to go down. First of all, though, great chat so far. Hex optimal. If you get it, you can hate on RH all you want, but you'll regret it if you're still here buying instead of cry fagging. You're the new set of legendary OGs. I predicted ProveX launch over 2 years ago. Yeah, I think especially the point of if you're buying instead of cry fagging and the new set of legendary OGs, I think that part could be interesting for the sacrifice too. I've been listening to a lot of as much commentary as I can around some people talk about the sack phase and the pools and what's going on there, and it could be. I mean, again, I really think the most bullish point is like the low valuation thing, and remember those low cap gems? What if ProveX is a low cap gem that decides to go up a lot afterwards? So to be fun, a lot of different angles, a lot of different. If you want to see the bullish perspective, there is no shortage of bullish perspective to pull from around this stuff. So could be fun. Hopefully the new year, hopefully it'll be a very Merry Christmas for everyone in the ecosystem. And it'll be into the new year, even hopefully very improved macro condition and the ecosystem condition as well. It should be fun. So until then, carry on. That's what I'm doing. Briz, good morning. Good to see you. Can't see the emoji, but hands yellow, heart red. That sounds like a good combination. Let's go. Welcome, Maki. All right, let's get into the breaking news I saw this morning. That was pretty cool. Martin Story Seller 17, a lot of great content coming from that account over a long period of time. What seems to be the final template for ProveX is now online. Lots of details on what to expect can be seen there. So if you go to vitals.cash. Why is it called vitals.cash? Whatever. I don't know the history behind it. You can speculate, do all this stuff. But if you go there, you will see some really cool stuff. It looks like a very, very nice website that could become PulseX, every time, ProveX.com in sometime in the future. So trust is dead. Goodbye, middlemen. Long live ProveX. We replace exchanges with math, no custodians, no freeze buttons, just pure verified peer-to-peer settlement using ProveX technology. It's got some bit. If you click sacrifice, it talks about the political statement, removal of middleman, and replacing trust with proof. The ProveX token will be airdropped for free by points to the sacrifice set, those who prove they believe. Pretty cool. And what struck me as this too, not only is it a really cool website that, again, it could become ProveX.com pretty soon. It's got some more mock-ups. This looks like kind of like a Mac interface, a Mac app interface of what it could look like, the app. So, I mean, the browser extension, it's still supposed to be a browser extension and all that stuff, but this is just giving you an idea of like what it looks like as a common like desktop app. It looks like here. And yeah, I feel like a lot of people talking about, I keep hearing, we don't have a lot of information or we don't know what it's going to look like. I don't know. I feel like the description, I guess, at face value, we got to speculate what it's going to look like and what it's going to support and the chains and all the different features. But at the same time, I feel like ever since the original description, it's just me. It's nobody else go to AI and be like, let me riff with you about this. Let me talk to you. Let me talk about, let me talk to the robots and bounce some ideas about what this could actually translate into. And that's where I've got a lot of my speculation, a lot of my interesting information is just from being do a mock-up, take this information, put it into something tangible, something that the average person understands. I think it's CX replacement of CXs and privacy tech and all this stuff is super cool, super interesting. And we have a lot of details already. We haven't seen a lot of the product isn't live from Richard or the devs or anything, but I think we have a lot of information and just keep getting more information about it. So even in the beginning, the first week or two, I feel like I had enough information to at least have a basic understanding of how the pieces are going to work and come together. And now we're starting to see, again, some previews of websites that may come up soon too. We haven't heard Richard live stream or do a video or anything yet, which seems like it was going to happen. But again, try to even when things are said, try not to have expectations, because then I'm not sitting around waiting for a live stream. I'm like, no, whether live streams or not, I don't care. We go. We move on. We press on, right? So it says here, crypto was invented to remove middlemen, yet centralized exchanges have become the biggest middlemen of all. ProveX replaces them. Buyers and sellers install a browser extension that issues zero knowledge proofs. It goes through the process. First, the buyer proves. The buyer logs in their bank, fintech. The ProveX extension generates a proof of payment without really revealing login data. So I think I've talked about this before. I don't think it's going to reveal bank information. There's going to be a buyer and a seller. There's going to be a sender and a receiver. But I think it'll be done in a way where it's pretty at least pseudo-anonymous, at least anonymous as far as addresses and stuff go on the blockchain, what you're pretty much used to. So buyer proofs. So again, this could be Venmo. I speculated on that before too. It really reminds me of what Liberty Swap. If you it's Liberty Swap and ZK P2P. If you want to get an idea of how this is going to work, it seems like something in that realm of how those platforms work. At least the end result and all that. So basically, the way I think it's going to work is if you can buy crypto on something, an app. So basically, if you can buy crypto on an app, buy crypto with your bank account, buy crypto with whatever, then that is going to be probably KYC there, all that stuff. And then once you already have it, you can send it somewhere, receive it from something. You have an address, maybe it can be a alias. I think it'll be kind of like a native web type thing, type deal. Then just like you can send people money if you know their username on a platform, whatever. I think it'll be something like that. And you just again, right here, buyer logs in, and then you send the payment. Seller proves they sent the coins to the smart contract escrow. People talk about escrow and stuff too. I think this will be like a trustless escrow where this contract basically, just like it says, you prove that you sent the payment, you're buying it. The seller proves they got it, or the smart contract proves that they got it, proves that they sent the coins to the smart contract, and then the mass settles it, verify the proofs, and then from there, I guess from the smart contract escrow, it will just be sent to the buyer, right? The buyer gets the coins, the seller gets the money. There you go. 0% middleman, 100% privacy. Yeah, to me, it's it all makes sense. And then, so that's just the platform. And then ProveX engineered scarcity tool, a token that never inflates, only burns. So the tokenomics side, to me, it just sounds like PulseX. If you like PulseX tokenomics, they're great. They're amazing tokenomics. If you like that, ProveX seems like just as good. Or you could even make a case that's better. I don't know. It's kind of like, PulseX is obviously very specific to PulseChain. I think ProveX will be launched on PulseChain, but I don't know if it's only going to be, I've talked about tokenomics before, and there's some different threads and stuff that are interesting around it. But this being a protocol fee being introduced on this to 1% could be interesting as far as, how much it's used, how much it buys and burns, all those pieces. So I'm sure we'll talk much more about the tokenomics and all the pieces. We got plenty of time going forward to talk about it, but I've got some discussions on it. I'll share some links if I have some too, but yeah, plenty of time for that. So you got the platform, you got the token, and then you got sacrifice. So you decide whether you want to sacrifice or not. I think I've heard some compelling reasons to sacrifice. I've heard some compelling reasons not to sacrifice. PulseChain's still going to be here regardless. And yeah, I'm very interested. I'm very curious to see how this turns out. And I don't know. I'm bullish on ProveX. I mean, it's pretty cool. There's so many. Again, we get some good macro conditions. Richard comes back, live streaming or not. I think there's some interesting pieces around why he's not promoting the SAC as much. Maybe it's like to get this easy win, low market value. It's a ton of content. I've just talked about it, and some others have as well. And there's videos and stuff on the show. There's a whole ProveX playlist if you want to get caught up on stuff. So just go to the channel. I'll post the link in the chat. Go to the channel, go to playlist. The newest playlist is indeed the ProveX playlist. So before things were live, before the sacrifice was live, I think I talked about it, right? Let's see, the oldest video on this, 2 weeks ago. Yeah, so this was when he was talking about it, and then it went live, about a day or two after that. So a ton of good stuff here, a lot of great conversations. I'll also put some from other channels in here too. So if you want to get caught up, 17 videos. Wow, 17 videos already. So that's live streams and clips and everything else. So should be fun. By the way, if you're wondering, like, what is the thumbnail? 2 more weeks. It's a very old joke in the PulseChain community. So it doesn't mean it's going to come out in 2 more weeks or anything's going to happen in 2 weeks. But that is it's just a kind of an inside joke for the PulseChain community about 2 more weeks of like, oh, this thing's going to launch in 2 more weeks, 2 more weeks, 2 more weeks from the PulseChain and PulseX stuff. So we don't know when it's going to launch. Don't know. We do know when the sacrifice can be over. Unless something changes, it's like 60 days. And if you want to learn all about that, that's when you go to provex.info, which for some reason I have trouble with the DNS from time to time. I don't know why it's still doing that. Interesting. Anyways, it works on other platforms and stuff I've tried. Will it go here? I click here, will it go? Does it go? Does it go? Participate? Yeah, for some reason it won't load the first page, but if I go to this page, it'll load. I can't tell you why. So this sacrifice we covered about in general, the whole everything you need to know about ProveX sacrifice. Check out that playlist and check out those videos if you want to know more about it. But if you go to the leaderboard, so I'll post this link in the chat, you can see that there's about $4.5 million been sacrificed so far, 6,000 total sacrifices. Just over that, 26 networks, 7 days left until the rate increase. So key dates for this is, it appears, I'm going to say to be safe, it depends on your time zone and all this stuff, but I'm going to say the 2nd. I think a lot of people have the date. Don't quote me. Go do your research. Go figure out your time zone, all that stuff. But around December 2nd, I'm keeping in mind as the end date. Could be the 3rd, but I'm going to go with 2nd to be safe at a certain time. Start and end dates could be interesting or different depending on time zones and all that stuff. And then from there, you have the rate increases. So you have the rate increases all the way up until January, the new year. And then the sacrifice ends, it appears here around the 9th. So 8th, 9th, 10th, somewhere through there, sacrifice end. And will be the much worse rate, but we'll see how much it gets. You got the pool, you got the top sacks here coming in with a 2.5x multiplier, just over $2 million. And then after that, you have a bunch of let's look at the top 50 or so. Yeah, a bunch of 1x multipliers all the way down to, I guess I'm going to sort by 100. Let's see. yeah, so a few $1,000s get you a certain multiplier, more get you bigger multiplier, and then the pools and all that fun stuff get you bigger multipliers. So it'll be interesting to see, people, how many people come in. These are from different networks. You got Solana Sacrifice, you got from a lot from ETH, of course, you got from Pulsing. As a reminder, I don't know how many times I'm going to say it, but it is not allowed to send any hex PulseChain, PulseX, all those tokens. The only thing that's allowed from PulseChain, go over to the user page. Only thing allowed from PulseChain are these particular coins: USDC, DAI, Wrapped ETH, Tether, and Wrapped Bitcoin. And these are all coins from Ethereum, but they have been bridged to PulseChain. So you cannot sacrifice any PulseChain coins. You can sacrifice. Don't even quote me on this. I don't want to set the rules for sacrifice. It appears you can sacrifice from PulseChain wrap tokens from ETH, though. So read all the stuff. Don't rely on me for any information. Go look and read and see what other people have done and all this stuff too. Verify. I don't give advice of any sort. All that stuff. But yeah, make sure you know exactly what you can and cannot sacrifice. I don't want anyone to lose money out there. So that's ProveX. I mean, I think it's pretty interesting. Could be a killer app for PulseChain. Could be the match. The famous, what is the match, the strike, match the strikes. What is the phrase? I can't remember what he said. The match is almost struck. So will it be with the launch of ProveX, the sacrifice, collecting some money, Richard live streams or doesn't? 2026, could we see more live stream? We should get a video in 2025, and then we get a Christmas video, 2025, a Thanksgiving video, and then the new year we see a live stream or not. But could ProveX be that piece before go up time if we get a very favorable environment in into year 2026? I certainly hope so. I'm ready for some. I'm not tired of winning yet. Definitely not tired of winning yet. So let's go. Yeah, should be cool. I mean, again, there's the tech, there's the tokenomics, there's the sacrifice, market cap type deal, the valuation. There's a lot of really interesting stuff, a lot of cool pieces about this. So hopefully everyone who gets in gets madly rewarded, and everyone who sits it out, their tokens also go up. All the cores go up from it as well. So yeah, a lot of fun stuff there. And another thing that y'all might have missed, I'll shout out to Fast Abdul. Oops, where are we at? Shout out to Fast Abdul for capturing this one. This is a reply. Richard replied to Coast, and with this one, price exposed. Are you bad enough, dude, to buy? I almost feel like he's daring people to get in at low prices. PulseChain, what appear to be what many people believe to be low prices, so they can get some high prices and multiples later on. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I haven't seen him reply to a lot of, especially PulseChain accounts, and not with like bullish stuff like this. So I don't know. One day, I think it'll be obvious, but until then, we speculate and guess and remain bullish. Speaking of bullish, what are your Thanksgiving plans this year? Really? Labeled as graphic content? Really? Pepe getting beat up as graphic content? I thought that's just like regular memes and stuff. And they can tell, I guess. Who's watching the highest of stakes this year? Oh, I gotta laugh sometimes. I kind of do want to watch the highest stakes again, but the joke is every year that how come tell everyone about your hex tokens. It's we're all in this together, right? It's all fun. It's you try to have fun, you try to laugh so you don't cry type of thing too. But it's a lot of waiting, a lot of belief out there, or a lot of just shakeouts too. So if you're shaking out, I wish you the maddest of gains. I think I'm going to stick around. I think it might be There's a chance. There's a chance for glory. I'll stick around for that. So moving on, I'm going to wrap up in a minute. Sorry, I cannot get to a lot of questions, but I want to get to some interesting content covered for you all. Is there anything about the PulseChain? Shout out to CryptoSolve. They all have a lot of great, interesting content over there. Is there anything about the PulseChain ecosystem that you'd like to know, but don't have the chain analysis skills to find out yourself? Most ideals here. So, you got open questions from some people do a lot of research here. You got why price down, never up. More sellers than buyers. There you go. With some other references and chains as well. You got how many stables in ETH and liquidity or on the sidelines. Interesting. You got if the bots are keeping price in certain areas. Oh, this is the Richard Sellbots things. They got their opinion on that. What else? There's a lot of noise in the community about utility and purpose. Price side. I love to know more about the utility. And it talks about the tech almost never goes hand in hand with price performance. Teachings like Sonic's a perfect example. Got some validator stuff. More about validators unloading. There's got to be a reason for more or less steady 100K outflow from PulseChain. Validators were off ramping 80K last week on average. Last week, a few months ago, starting up per day. Sentiment price action has been bad. It's really that's surprising to see outflows 100K per day. Let's see, is X being run? Okay, so it's got some stuff there. Do you think PX will hit $1? Theoretically possible. Supply as distributed as ever been. It requires significant shift in sentiment for an extended period of time to achieve. Let's go. Let's shift that sentiment to the moon. Let's go. And then just scrolling here. What else? You guys can go and read and all the fun stuff. But yeah, it gives you an interesting insight from kind of like a different questions for things people have been talking about in the community. So yeah, pretty interesting there. So always like a lot of their analysis in those pieces. What else we got? What else? Oh, we got some updates here about some of the marketing too. So looks like let's see, the label has been upgraded since it's been out. We don't need non-recipients visiting links or QR codes to MSQ data. I mean, it sounds like just from reading this, there could be some data collection there, some analytics, some stuff to see, how to measure, how well things are working, all that. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, it says enjoy let's see if I can zoom in. And I cannot. Enjoy your free gift. A smaller version of this device costs $15 at Staples. It was donated by someone who really likes cryptocurrency and wants you to learn about it. Most get-rich-quick talk is empty promises. It's worth paying attention when something real actually happens. Hex turned $1 into $10,000 in a year and a half. You might be able to turn $1 into 10,002. It happened before. The price went way up. Then it came back down. Some sold high and got rich. Others bought high and lost. Now you have new opportunities with PulseChain.com, PulseX.com, and Hex.com. There aren't many coins that have gone up 10,000x in price and operated flawlessly for 6 years. Then it's got some start here QR codes, got questions. Looks like it's got some links for PulseChain AI, also internet money, and looks like some wallets and stuff too. So pretty cool. That is pretty interesting. So excited to see some more posting from that from either influencers or new onboards. A lot of fun stuff there. Speaking of that, I didn't know if I went over the poll much here. Let me drop that link, by the way. You guys having fun? Yeah, sorry, I probably cannot get to questions for this one because I got to wrap up. I got a lot of stuff to cover. But oh yeah, here's another. Let's drop this in again on ProveX if you're interested to see some of the different how it's going to. If you're like, oh, I just cannot wrap my head around this, I think the website does a pretty good job with that. But here's some stuff I've been riffing with AI about. You can see about how it could work and how like easy, like 1, 2, 3. I certainly hope it is. And this is like how it could be easier to use, one-click trading, like pre-authorized payments, instant matching with liquidity pool, single step process, mobile app integration, could be a lot of cool stuff there. So I'm going to go into it in detail here. I'll just leave you with the link if you want to follow up and some cool stuff, but I think could be really interesting. And then what did I want? I want to go to the poll. Yeah, let's go to a poll real quick. I got 1 or 2 polls I'll bring up. This one, do you plan to sacrifice for ProveX before December 2nd? So this was 440 votes. So no was the, so about 2/3 no, and then 1/3 yes. So it seems like at least this, this poll was just 3 days ago or so. It finished up. From this poll data, around 100 people either sacrificed or plan to sacrifice, over 100 people before the sac rate ends. So there's plenty of people out there, and you may see the loudest ones complaining or talking about it, or not interested in it. But there's quite a few people who want to do sacrifice or are bullish on it, and maybe aren't talking about it as loudly as well. So a lot of cool stuff. And then let's see, where is the other poll? I wanted to show the poll about the new people. I'll probably do the new people poll. By the way, you can enjoy this one as well while I'm searching for the other one. Hope each of you get the maddest gains in 2026. Yeah, Richard's not going to do what you want him to do. He's going to do what he thinks is best. And sometimes he's right and sometimes he's wrong, like anyone else. But I think Genius Billionaire Founder guy probably knows what he's doing most of the time. And I think he's doing the best he can. By the way, look at this. 5 comments, 5 retweets, 5 likes. Sorry, 55 likes. 5. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That is cool. That is cool. That is cool. Anyways, let me see if I can find. Not going to find this poll. I'm going to have to scroll for a minute. I'll be right back. Oh, by the way, this is pretty cool. All right, you guys just get some memes right now while I'm looking around. Oh, that's pretty cool. All right, I think I almost got it. Yeah, I think I have to do another one too, because I want to get an updated number on this. Okay. Yeah, this was from a week ago. Yeah, I probably should do another one, huh? ProveX sacrifice only. Are you from a community outside of PulseChain? Yes, it was 10%. So quick math, that is almost 11%, around 23, 25 people who answered this poll, again, if answered honestly, and either follow me or saw the tweet, it got pushed in one way or another, around 20, 25 people. So from people outside the community, sacrificing PulseX, I don't sleep on the number of people this is actually attracting from the outside. And we haven't seen Richard even try to promote it much, right? It's just kind of like information out there. We haven't seen a live stream on it. We haven't seen, a whole bunch of like massive marketing campaign around it. With ProveX.com isn't even up. The sacrifice page is up. Like the website for the actual product isn't even live yet. Correct me if I'm wrong. ProveX.com not up. We just have the preview. So yeah, that's pretty cool. So a few people there. Yeah, I think I'm going to run this again because I'm curious. I want to keep getting some numbers on it to see like how many people actually were bringing in here, hopefully to get some very, very nice returns on investments with no expectations. So I'm going to run it again. right. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, chat. I got a couple minutes. I'm going to scroll up real quick, see if you guys have any questions. Oh, Hexagon Contractor, how's it going? Welcome, welcome. I'm going to put the laser. I like the laser icons. Let's do that. UFO to go. Good to see you, man. Acid Thunder, welcome, welcome. Appreciate the repost. Wall hexes. Oh, we're sorry, Clip My Cash. Yeah, I was about to put the website. Oh, yeah, I don't. Maybe it'll work one day when I go directly to the site, but I think it's just a DNS thing. That's like in a cache thing, not like affecting everyone. I think if I use other devices, it seems to work fine. Where'd the X multiply go? I think it's on a curve. I'm not sure how exactly the it works on it, but I think it'll be like just under 3x, or depends on the other sacrifice numbers or something. I'm not sure. I feel like that's a great question to see exactly how it played, but I guess you'll see. I think what was it to the top stack? It's 2.6x or something right now. Maybe the numbers will change, go up or down as things go. Yeah, why does someone sacrifice? I know. I saw the 10 million hex. I thought there was like 100 million pulse or PulseX that went into one too. I'm like, oh no, because I want that number to go up a lot for that person and them have some extra cash. So hopefully it wasn't. Hopefully they got plenty left and all that. But yeah, do make sure when you know what you're doing when you sacrifice, if you sacrifice. Justin French, what coins will ProveX pair with for liquidity RH cores? Where the tokens come from? What coins will ProveX pair? The market will decide. The market will figure it out. Yeah, with the liquidity. Like when the tokens go live, they'll be, in order to trade it, it's got to have liquidity. So yeah, some market makers or otherwise will put up liquidity. And again, the assumption is it'll be, I guess the common assumption is it'll be paired with Pulse and all the core coins and stuff too. So if it does well, maybe it drags them up. And if they do well, maybe it's time to compound in the upwards direction. That'd be pretty cool. T-shirt narrative has gone. Yeah, I realize I got my Steak Hex shirt on today. I like this shirt. Yeah, pretty good. T-shirt narrative has gone quiet. Wonder how many trend stickers going. Yeah, still see Crispy putting out some great Hex content. We got Hex birthday coming. That's the next. If I don't stream before next Tuesday, then we'll have the Hex birthday stream coming up, and I think Crispy's going to join us for that. So the T-shares, yeah, ProveX came out. There's new shiny thing. Yeah, it's there's plenty of people still interested in Hex and T-shares and all the amazing stuff around all the products built on it. You got Actuator, you got a lot of great stuff. I'm excited to see Alex from Hedron if he's going to launch some new stuff. Because of Hedron V2, all that fun stuff too. So a lot of great stuff built on Hex, and hopefully we'll rekindle the excitement when if we're able to mint a million millionaires or more. How about 1 billion millionaires? How about that? Actually, maybe too high. 10 million. Let's do a 10x. 10 million millionaires from there. How's it going, Rocket Mob? Good to see you. Good to see you. Appreciate Chaztown reposting it. Tam. Good to see you, Tam. Thank you very much for all the content and stuff you create out there as well. The Chad of strong chest muscles has entered the chat. Good to see you, Chad. Good to see you. Who'd sacrifice on the first day when the first 20 days is the same rate? Yeah, again, everyone's got their own strategy or way of looking at things and positioning, all that stuff too. So there is still 7 days left, it sounds like. So we'll see what happens. It's already got almost 5 million. Will it go to 10 million or will it, settle around 6 million? We'll see. I see 1,000x coming out of the process coming. That'd be cool. 1,000x. 100x, okay. 1,000x, let's go. 10,000x, let's do it again. So pretty good. Anyways, that is all I got for you all today. Hope you're doing well out there. Gonna give you a nice song at the end. Do a little bit of music. I played Hex Gang for a while. And then, I'll see you either later this week or on Hex 6th birthday. Coming up very, very soon. That's all I got for you today. Scivive and 5555. We are out.
That's why they hit us with a Wells notice. SEC versus RHMax until they notice. In the back of the court, we're just professional. We don't care, we got them RH simple songs screaming out. Heads post INC, post as we hold. Money sacking up, yeah, watch it explode. Heads post INC, post as we hold. Richard Hart versus SEC for crypto. For some reason, yo, they hating no heads. It don't matter. We got each other's back. Now we can flex. Forget a market cap. Heads could burn all of that. RH spinning in the front, psyops in the back. We stack, burn, flip and trade a little crypto. Made other platforms famous cause the DeFi is all we know. SEC sending their letters and marking their posts. They didn't expect RH11 to come and dispose. Heads post INC, post as we hold. Money sacking up, yeah, watch it explode. Heads post INC, post as we hold. Richard Hart versus SEC for crypto. PulseChain has made it clear it's the new L1. Keeping gas fees low on Ethereum, case 1. PulseX your way into crypto. Regulations gonna take things slow. Everyone knows we stack, burn, flip, and hold every bit we own. Richard Hart got the vision. 5 heads can grow. INC incentivizes us to run the show, while the SEC installs in the status quo. Heads post INC, post as we hold. Money sacking up, yeah, watch it explode. Heads post INC, post as we hold. Richard Hart versus SEC for crypto. Smart contracts running, DeFi is trust. This is PulseChain gang, you don't believe in us. SEC tried to talk, so we had 11 witness. The bear is the real test, SEC is just fitness. We taking over, no time to debate. Check your contract over, the audit said it was fake. You got the keys, and you collect all the fees, and you're not locked, so you probably pull liquidity. Hey yo, this the future, crypto on lock. Hex is the first CD on block. SEC stepped in to stop the clock, but the validator's running the code will never stop. Heads post INC, post as we hold. Money sacking up, yeah, watch it explode. Heads post INC, post as we hold. Richard Hart versus SEC for crypto.
Konnichiwa! Access not is complete. Project not complete. They're not the same thing. Promise returns and go build something. How much X is Bitcoin up now? 1,000x over a penny. Who's designed to replace fiat currency? Back to the 10,000x. Smart fucker I am. Everyone else cries and whines like a little bitch. 1,000x over a penny. Who's designed to replace fiat currency? Back to the 10,000x. Smart fucker I am. Well, then it was fucking designed.
10,000x, it's impossible. How can he do that?
Listen, you stupid fucks. Everything else is up higher. Bitcoin to 2 million X. $1,500 fucking dollars.
This is the greatest thing I have ever seen in my life. This is amazing.